Fuck. So I just recorded my entire prediction video and then realized my headphones were still connected from my run, but they weren't on. They were upstairs. So I yapped for 10 minutes straight and then it didn't. There was no sound. So, somber start. Gonna have to reload here. 6 mile run, by the way. Take that, haters. All right. Week 1 fantasy predictions. Here we go. Take 2. I'll try and bring the same hater energy that I did in week 1. The videos from yesterday did good. You're welcome, everyone. 3 videos, 2 days. Look at the league. She's gorgeous. 14 teams, 1 division. No more of that 2 division shit where Rob gets to go 7-7 and be the 2 seed. We are back. Top 7 teams are in. Number 1 seed gets the bye. That's it. Let's get into this week's first matchup. Fucking deja vu all over again. Here we are. Me and Maish week 1. It happens every year. We always beat each other by a half point. This year, I'm a 5.5 point favorite. This is going to be a very exciting matchup. I think I'm predicted to score the most this week out of anyone. But tomorrow night's going to be a huge game. He has Lamar. I have Rashid Rice. I was going to root for the Ravens. Go Chiefs, maybe? Scott, I don't think you'll ever see this, but maybe I'll be rooting for the Chiefs. Just kidding. I would never do that. Brett ruined your chances. Fuck Brett. Anyway, so I think me and Mace, this is going to be the one matchup all year that we're going to have where our QBs aren't going to be the best, because I think we have the best 2 QBs. I just like Josh Allen against Arizona a lot more than I like Lamar. Obviously, I'm choosing myself to win this matchup. It's going to come down to my running backs versus his wide receivers. I mean, Gardner Minshew thrown to Devontae. I'd rather have 2 premier running backs than 2 second-tier wide receivers. They're not like top 10 fantasy. They're not top 5 fantasy guys. But we both have shitty tight ends. I like David Montgomery flex a little more than Cortland Sutton. Defense kicker, coin flip, whatever. I'm picking myself here. I think Mace is going to outscore most teams this week. And on like a 40 bomb from Lamar tomorrow night in his revenge game. It's going to be a close one, but I'm picking myself to start the year 1-0. I still have hope for my team. That hope will probably die in 25 hours, but until then, I have hope. Ford Morrison, 1-0. Matchup number 2, we got Makozy versus Pushan, old Pops versus the Puskin. This matchup is weird. I don't love Pushan's team. I like Makozy's a lot, mostly just because of his matchups. I think Jordan Love might start the year off hot, even if he does regress a little bit. I think going to Minnesota or playing Minnesota is big for Neighbors as a rookie, and for Olave to play Carolina. I think Makozy might have his best wide receiver week of the season this season. And Pushan's wide receivers just aren't enough to match up with that. And Makozy's running backs are better in the aggregate. I think this one's kind of going to be a blowout. I think 8.7 is not enough points. Give me Makozy minus 12. Push, probably going to be a top waiver pick, so you'll go get someone good, bounce back. I hope I'm right and this is a blowout. Shout out Makozy's auto draft team. This team's pretty sick. A lot of fun. All right, cruising through this because I already talked about all these matchups before, but I did the exact same thing I did last time, and I wanted to talk about this matchup last because it's the best matchup of the week. My number 1 predicted team versus my number 3 predicted team, and Clay's less than a half point underdog. I'm going to pick Rob here, and let me explain why. I like Clay's team. Clay's team is a lot of fun, whole lot of fun. 2 rookies, but I think the rookies are the issue. Marvin Harrison having to play Buffalo's healthy defense, and Jaden Daniels' first game sketches me out. It sketches me out. DeAndre Swift's on a new team. Bijan Robinson finally gets to play real football for once. Who knows how he'll react to that. Calvin Ridley's on a new team. Keenan Allen's on a new team. Travis Kelce will be good, and I'm sure his team will be good. There's a lot of new faces in new places here on Clay's team. I think if this matchup happens in the playoffs, it might be a different story. Week 1, I like Gibbs' consistency. I like Dak just slinging the rock to CD. Love Mixon, even though hypocrite, that's a new face, new place, whatever for it. A.J. Brown, Jesus. And then Chris Godwin is going to absolutely just do horrible things to the Commies secondary. Book it. Rob 1-0. Sorry, Clay. This, I mean, I know it's in the name, but Toilet Bowl. The worst two teams as predicted by ESPN. They both have shitty quarterbacks. Their running back rooms are horrible. The only good one is A-Chain, and he shares a running back room with someone who takes all his touchdowns. Hayden has basically the only top-tier guy in this matchup, and it's Tyreek. Everyone is huge on Pittman. I don't know. Freiermuth, okay. Even though I really love the guy. I like Kincaid. I'm taking Rag here because I like Kincaid. I like Diggs, even though I said Houston too many mouths to feed. Whatever. It's before the first game. I'm allowed to contradict myself in week 1. We're good. I like A-Chain against Jacksonville. I'm going Rag. A-Chain will cancel out Tyreek. Kincaid. Mike Evans against Washington. There's too many good matchups to deny here. I like it. I love it. Book it, Rag. 1-0. Rag, for the first year, I think ever, won't have the number one priority on week 1 waiver wires. But now that I say that, and now that he's watching this, he might try and throw the week. If you try and throw the week, I'm taking away your waiver wire. Lose like a man and play your good players and suck, Rag. Don't do any bullshit. All right, I feel bad for shitting on Rag in the last one. Just don't tank for the waiver, Rag. Don't do it. I know you like it. Don't do it. Now onto this matchup. I'm going to spoil myself here and just go ahead and say I'm taking Sutton. He's almost projected as many points this week as me, and goddamn, you can see why. McCaffrey, healthy. He's going to play. He's going to get a gazillion touches. Brock Purdy's elite because McCaffrey, and then he's gone. Touchdown. Jesus, I think I'm having a stroke. All right. Yeah, I'm taking Sutton. I hate Chase Brown as of right now. Like, until he takes over full duties from Zach Moss, he's not going to be really playable. I think he will be in, like, week 4 when Zach Moss is inevitably shown as ass / hopefully injured for Briggs. But, yeah, I just don't like it. Don't like week 1. I think Amon-Ra and Rachaad White are going to get half of his points, and Briggs is going to not break 100. Get top priority on the waiver wire, and then trade for 4 good people. Then we're fucked. Get your wins in against Briggs while you can. I will never be confident that he's out of this. Sutton, 1-0. All right, I texted the group chat so many times today. Say your lineups. I'm making my video tonight. Say your lineups. Brett did not set his lineup. I'm still going to take him to win because I knew who's on his bench. It's Devonta Smith and T. Higgins. So his flex and his wide receiver 2 are going to be good, fantastic. I don't hate Isha's Zeke pickup, but that's got to be a flex. That can't be a running back 2. Who knows what Derrick Henry's going to be like in that offense too early. Zay Flowers was so up and down last year. I mean, I got to go Brett here. I think Mostert's going to have at least a touchdown, so he'll at least get to that 11. Josh Jacobs, I think, will be good in Green Bay. I don't like Bowers, but I think his wide receivers are just going to carry him here. I'm taking Brett. Final matchup in a final not set lineup. Thanks, Cal. He thought he was going to trade Jamar Chase today. He got a little greedy, I think. Or did Brett get a little greedy? Someone got a little greedy and the trade talks fell through. It was an electric 20 minutes in the office for me, though, trying to follow that. I am going to take Scott here. I like Richardson while he's healthy to match Mahomes at least. Pacheco, I love, even though taking him in the first round felt like a bit of a reach. Puka, if he's healthy, it's probably not going to be wide receiver 1, but he's going to be a great fantasy option still. And I love Jake Ferguson to get a touchdown this week. I will be betting it. Book it, Scott. 1-0. Take down Cal. America, baby. So yeah, it turns out I yapped even more this time than the last time. If this sound didn't record, don't expect a video. If you're seeing this, I got real lucky, and yeah. All right. As you can see, here are my picks. I hope to go 7-0 to start the season, but you never know. Last season, I ended with a really good record on my picks. Fingers crossed. 24 hours. Football's back, baby. Book it. I said book it a lot this episode. I don't know why.